By the summer of 1793, the French Revolution had entered its fourth year, plunging France into chaos. In Paris, radical extremists had seized control, executing the king and unleashing the reign of terror, where suspected enemies of the revolution faced swift justice. To unite the fledgling republic, France declared war on the Habsburg Empire. However, the conflict quickly escalated, drawing in Europe's major powers, determined to crush the revolutionary movement. At the same time, large regions of France erupted in rebellion, appalled by the revolution's growing extremism. A devastating setback came in August when the city of Toulon joined the revolt. As France's largest naval base in the south and home to a third of its fleet, Toulon's defection was a critical blow. The city's rebels welcomed the British Royal Navy, led by Admiral Lord Hood aboard HMS Victory. Without a single shot fired, the Allies had crippled France's Mediterranean naval power and secured a strategic foothold on the French coast. In response, 19,000 French troops were dispatched to besiege the city. However, a major problem loomed. Most of France's experienced officers, largely aristocrats, had fled the revolution, leaving the army desperately short of leadership. Their commander, General Jean-François Cartouze, was a devoted Republican but had no military background. He was a court painter by trade. To make matters worse, his artillery commander, Colonel Don Martin, was severely wounded en route to Toulon. Seeing the need for a replacement, Corsican Deputy Antoine Salicidi recommended a young artillery officer passing through the region, 24-year-old Napoleon Buonaparte, later known as Napoleon Bonaparte. Though Bonaparte had little combat experience, Salicidi was impressed by his determination and, most importantly, his unwavering republican ideals. Bonaparte had even written a political pamphlet portraying an artillery officer berating his fellow diners for their disloyalty to the Republic. Cartouze, recognizing the importance of political loyalty, approved the appointment. Toulon was heavily fortified, with city walls and over a dozen outlying forts and redoubts. The defenders included 2,000 British soldiers and sailors, 6,000 Spanish troops, 6,000 Neapolitans, and 800 Sardinians. Artillery would be crucial in breaching these formidable defenses. However, when Bonaparte took command of the artillery on September 16th, he found himself woefully unprepared. There were few cannons, not enough trained gunners, and a dire shortage of gunpowder and ammunition. Undeterred, Bonaparte tackled the problem with relentless energy. He requisitioned and used guns, trained infantrymen to operate them, set up a forge and workshop, and arranged for the transport of 100,000 sandbags from Marseille to build new batteries. His efforts paid off. Soon, he had assembled a force of 64 officers and 1,500 men, operating 100 cannons, howitzers, and mortars. Within days, Bonaparte had established two new forward batteries, patriotically named La Montagne and Sans-Culottes. These batteries brought Toulon's inner harbor within range, forcing Admiral Hood to reposition his fleet closer to the port. But Bonaparte had a bold plan. Rather than attacking Toulon's strongest defenses, he proposed capturing Fort L'Aiguillette, which overlooked the harbor. If armed with heavy guns, the fort could bombard the British and Spanish ships at anchor, forcing their withdrawal and securing victory for the Republic.